think for me, it's all about finding what's that next innovation in coffee. And so whether that has been, in previous years, there's been a lot of, here's the new alt milks, and there are definitely some new alt milks. I think I've seen pistachio milk, corn milk. Sometimes it's different varieties of coffee. I remember one year I came here and had a Mejorado for the first time. I was like, oh my goodness, this is unbelievable.
Josh, tell me what you do at WatchHouse.
Yeah, so I'm the commercial director for WatchHouse. So we have currently 21 houses across the UK and right now in New York. Just about to open our second one there. And for them, I look after coffee, food, basically everything product related, and commercial strategy, pricing, routes to market, that kind of thing.
Nice. And how did you get into the coffee industry?
In 2008, got married, and my groomsman bought me a coffee machine. Back in those days, it was the Rancilio Silvia.
Oof, classic.
Oh, it's great stuff. Yeah, that with a little tiny grind-on-demand grinder. I mean, that was the early days of specialty coffee, right? Started with Monmouth. Pretty much everybody, I think, in the industry started with Monmouth. And from then on, I kind of just fell in love with coffee. And that led to me opening my own shop in 2012. And then I thought, once I sold that, I thought about taking a proper job, a normal job, until I realised I'd probably have to drink instant coffee, and I thought, I can't do that. So I stayed in coffee.
Favourite coffee roaster?
Outside WatchHouse, of course.
Of course.
Yeah, that's a great question. To be honest with you, I absolutely love what Square Mile do. I've always been a massive Square Mile fan, both in their buying and in their roasting. So let's go with Square Mile, yeah.
Okay, so what about favourite coffee shop in London?
In London, I used to love more than any other was the Association. That, for me, was the one. This is what I would love both my coffee shop to be like, but also it just felt great. So let's go, again, old school. Let's go the Association.
What is a coffee tool you can't live without?
It's got to be batch brewer for me. Yeah, making a big old batch of coffee for, having people round. Something about that communal element of just having a good old cup of coffee with some friends.
What is it about London Coffee Festival that makes it so special?
I think what London Coffee Festival does is distill the relationships of coffee, and by that I mean people that you know, people that introduce you to the person that's standing next to them. That happens so often throughout the whole of London Coffee Festival, and coffee ultimately is about people. I always talk about coffee being a small world, and it's at its smallest in London Coffee Festival. It's kind of coffee relationships at its best, I think.
That leads to the next question really well. Who is your favourite coffee person?
My favourite coffee person? Let's give a shout out to Ricky from Modern Standard. Ricky is just that guy. I think I must have been working with him 10 plus years now through a bunch of different companies, and anytime I pick up the phone to him, he is just Mr. Can Do, and he is just always on it, and just the loveliest guy you'll ever have a chance to meet.
For someone who's never been to London Coffee Festival, why should they come?
Really, you can get everything by talking to producers, by talking to roasters, coffee shops. You can do that within 10 minutes, within 10 square meters here. So I think there's a huge amount of value for that.